Good morning, Eastern Oregon. Welcome to this January 6th, 2022 version of AM Live on EOA, your connection to Eastern Oregon. Hey,
What's up?
How's it going, man?
Good. It's Friday before Friday.
Friday before Friday.
Yeah, that's how I look at it.
Yeah. Boy, it's messy out there.
It's terrible.
Yeah. I mean,
Not
we talk about it. Yeah, we talk about it all the time, how it's like you got rain on top of like a ton of snow, and it's just crap.
It's gonna flood everything.
Yeah. Well, and that's what Gabe is forecasting. Warm. Here, let's just look real quick. So I mean, it's warm today in the 40s.
It's gonna rain all day.
Yep.
Oof, that's not good.
No.
Morning,
Todd. And then tomorrow cools down toward the evening, but it's just going to be. It's going
to start snowing again tomorrow night.
That's what it says.
Oh wow!
Isolated flurries. Wow.
I wonder about the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not fun. At least the roads are kind of clear.
Yeah.
The main roads, just from the rain.
Yeah. No, it's awful.
I agree.
Not fun. No, and the moisture, I mean, we need the moisture, but man, not all at once. So that's the stuff that
it's crazy.
Yeah.
And then I love hey, I have a new idea. I think in order to comment on Facebook, you have to be verified. Like, I think they should make you verify yourself in order to comment on Facebook. You shouldn't be able to have a fake account and not put your picture and be able to sit on there and talk shit. Pardon my French. I'm so sick of it.
Are you?
Oh my gosh. It's always the people that don't want to. I mean, like, there's all these Timmy Pimpernickel. Like, really, that's not your real name, first off. Your picture is not you.
Yeah.
So. And I was only thinking about that because I was reading the post of the snow picture, and somebody's always got to have something smart to say. Everybody knows everything, and it's like, okay, yeah, and I'm not going to single this person out. You can go read the comments if you want to, and you'll figure out who I'm talking about. But the person said something to the effect like, "Oh, it's a picture of snow in Eastern Oregon. We get that every year." No, we haven't got snow like this in like 20 years, dude.
Yeah, no, and that's why I took the picture last night is like, yeah, this is the kind of winters that we have expected in the past, but haven't gotten for several years.
That's the whole reason why it's pointed. You know what I mean? Pointed out.
Yeah.
But there's always that, there's always someone that's got to chime in and say, something smart. It's like what, like, really? Is your life that bad, or are you that sour, or what? Or are you just trying to stir up? Do you just need comments?
Yeah.
I don't.
Do you find yourself not spending as much time on Facebook? Do you?
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm so frustrated with it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I try not to look at it. I mean, I look at it when I have to, obviously.
Right.
And I look at our stuff, but man, outside of that,
I think part of that is the whole COVID. I mean, just it's created this nasty, and you add the politics to that, and it's just sour. I mean, a lot of the stuff is just,
And I think it carries over into stuff like this, like really, like, it's a picture of snow downtown. We didn't say, hey, what's your opinion of this? No, it's just, hey, we haven't had snow like this in LeGrand in quite some time. Take a look. This is mainly for people that live outside the area. People that live in the area see it.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of why I was getting done. I webcast the city council meeting last night and was loading up my stuff in the van. And I'm like, that is for people that are not in the area, they would be amazed. It's like, we're used to it, but for those people from the outside of the area, and there's a lot of EO Live has a lot of viewers from outside the area who lived here or grew up here, and want to stay in touch with LeGrand. And so there's nothing like a big pile of snow in the middle of the road of Adams Avenue to tell you that, hey, there's quite a bit of snow there.
Mom, I know you are, but your word choice isn't always the best. I mean, when your own daughter had to block you for a while because you were dropping the F-bomb too much.
Yeah, Pam, your posts amuse me. They entertain me.
Let's look at today. I know she's already posted something today. Let's see. I don't think it had a cuss word in it. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I like this one, and I struggle with this, and I try to do this, but it's something that I'm working on personally, like inside. But my mom posted this yesterday, actually. The next time you see someone enjoying something that isn't hurting anyone, that's not your cup of tea, instead of saying something negative, train yourself to think to yourself, I'm glad they are happy, and carry on. It's that simple. And I'm not good at it. I ain't gonna lie.
That's a good application for this conversation that we're having right now.
Yeah.
If it's not bothering you, why in the world?
Of some snow. If you don't like it, move on. I mean, there's no reason to really comment on it.
I don't. I don't care whether people comment. It's not going to change what I do. In the sense of, we're trying to get information out and trying to show pictures to people from the outside the area that aren't here. And if people don't, I don't care,
and trying to stay neutral and positive.
Right.
It's like, okay. Like,
yeah.
Good morning, Tony. Good morning, Tony.
Yeah.
My dad said that all the snow is because you moved back. My parents hate snow too, by the way.
I know. I saw that. Yeah, I saw one of their posts. I think it was your dad's post yesterday. Like, yeah, we're not in Vegas anymore.
No, it's not. Snow's no good, man.
Well, and that's the kind of. That is what is unusual about this particular snowstorm. Is that we just haven't been dumped on like this in a while. And. So it's good. I'm hoping that means that it's accumulating up in the mountains, and we'll be out of our drought area and stuff. And in fact, Cliff Bentz is going to be here. He'll be in the studio tomorrow. We'll release that interview on Saturday with an EO Talks, and I'm sure he will talk about the drought that's been going on in the western part of the United States. Cliff Bentz is our U.S. congressman that represents us in Washington from this area. He represents this area.
Is the thing today public or private?
Where the out like a chamber?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
He's going to be at Brother Bear this evening.
Oh, is he? Yeah, that's public. I'm sure.
I'm sure it is. I think Paul said that it starts at 4:30. But I'm not absolutely positive. So if you want to come and chop it up with, what I'll do is I'll come back to this post and verify after I talk to Paul today.
Okay.
And I'll just make a comment in the comments saying Paul Anders.
Oh, yes, yeah.
He's the one that's helping put. He's the one that went to Brother Bear and asked if they could use the facilities.
Cool.
So I would assume that he has something to do with it. He's a county commissioner, so
yeah.
I don't know exactly what, but I'll make sure that it's public, and I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah. And, Cliff, I think he really cares about Eastern Oregon. That's his area, or second congressional
like an
district.
Oregon dude.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. And he's from Ontario. I really like him. I like the time when we can just converse, and because then I can ask you stupid questions like, yeah, what's it like to be in the White House? And what's, I don't know that he's been there yet, but I'm sure he probably has. But anyhow, just those common geeky questions that
I choose to stay neutral when it comes to politicians.
Well, but the accessibility, I guess I don't care whether, I do have a preference, but the point that's important, regardless of their persuasion, is that they represent the people that they're supposed to, and that they're approachable and that they listen, and
there's your answer right there, people.
Yeah.
As per Paul, it's open to only Chamber of Commerce members and other invited guests.
Ah, okay.
And is that the thing tonight at 4:30, Alex? I would imagine. I'm not. I don't know for sure. I just heard.
All right.
That's good.
Well, what else is going on?
What else is going on? Nothing.
Yeah.
Women's basketball on Friday, I think, got canceled for EOU. There's the team that they're playing is in the COVID protocol again, so that's 2 weekends in a row that they've lost at least one game due to COVID.
Oh.
And they didn't play Corbin last Saturday because of COVID. Not us, the other team was in the COVID protocol, and then they aren't going to play. I think Multnomah because the women's team's in the COVID protocol.
But the bottom line, the Omicron variant is sweeping the nation. People are way more affected outside of us. But I mean, when I saw the CHD numbers from over the weekend, and certainly the case count is going up. So we're probably going to be affected by that at some point. So.
Well, our state government recommended shutting down extracurricular activities at high schools and middle schools.
Yeah.
Like just stopping sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just mess with people's mental health even more and keep them home.
Yeah. Well,
it's one of those ones that's hard.
Yeah, it is. But the bottom line is for people personally, if you feel like you're at risk, you need
stay home.
Yeah, stay home or wear a mask or do whatever it is that you feel like you need to do to protect yourself. So
I don't really think that there's an argument so I don't take either side. We've discussed this. I think that it's personal choice. But the side that says, you need to wear a mask when you're in public, this, that, my argument to that would be just if you aren't comfortable, stay home.
Right.
You don't have to go in public.
Yeah.
You can order your groceries and have them delivered to your house. You can order food, you don't have to go in public. And so there's going to be people that aren't going to wear masks, and there's going to be people that are going to fight it. So if you don't feel safe, stay home. I mean,
Tanya and I have been picking up our groceries for a year now. I mean, it is just mostly because it's just convenient. I mean, you order your stuff on your phone and it just saves time, so not out of fear or anything else, but mostly
I haven't been in Safeway in probably 6 months.
Yeah.
No.
You buy more when you're there. That's for sure. I mean, I do. It's because it's impulse buy. It's
it's more expensive online.
We haven't had cookies. Yeah.
If you looked at the price online compared to the price when you're in the store, it's different.
Really?
Hey, go look. Go try it out.
I'll have to check it out sometime.
It is. And same thing with food. If you order DoorDash, you're paying a premium.
Yeah.
And you're paying a delivery fee.
And for the delivery. Yeah. Yeah. So I was, Jesse Watson he's one of my friends, and they were closed yesterday. Domino's was, just because they can't get their supply truck in. I mean,
the freeway was closed.
Yeah, they've had, and so it's
I'm sure a lot of people were missing stuff yesterday.
Yeah, what a bummer though to have a food outlet or a restaurant. I mean, man, restaurant, just that kind of business. I'm glad that I'm not in that business. There's a lot.
I don't think it's going to hurt them that bad. If you're doing enough business that you're relying on that day's delivery of food to be open that day, you're doing okay.
No. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jesse sells a lot of pizzas.
No. And he was telling us, Sharon, the other day, that the amount of orders that were coming in, and I don't know if it was New Year because of New Year's or, what the occasion was, but it's crazy amount. And Jesse and Heather, they've been on the show, really good people. I'm just really thankful they're local. Yeah.
I'm sure their orders go up when it snows too.
Oh yeah. And that could have been what the deal is.
Yeah.
I do. I eat out more, or I want to pick up food. I don't want to. Part of it is you're struggling to get home, and then when you get home, you don't want to spend time cooking. So I don't. Well, hey,
I
we
don't know
have
what Crystal LeGrand said. I
What's
think
that?
that's one of those names that I was ranting about, man.
Yeah,
Like,
but she's a fan.
Yeah, I know. No. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. I still think that like Facebook should verify people, because it just gives people like this open, like. I mean, there's other places for that. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mom, you can't be giving shout outs to businesses on a show that's sponsored by businesses.
Yeah. Oh, hey, thank you, Crystal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be exceptions
that.
to it, obviously, but at the same time, like, I don't know. You say everyone knows who I am in town. I don't know who you are.
Yeah. Yeah. But Crystal, thank you for the explanation. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Pam, don't worry about it. Yeah. I love cock and bull sandwiches.
Cheer her on. God. That's all we need. She reacts to cheerleaders. We're going to get more now.
Well, hey, so we did a little video. We've been doing a little Cam Designs recently did the wrap on our vehicle, and we've been working on a little video. And so stay with us. I want to play this for you, and we'll be right back.
We're here on Island City Strip, right next to Walmart now. We love the location. People say you guys do everything. We do a lot of little different things, from graphics to, building widgets and things, and now we're selling stoves. The graphics department that we do is that's kind of our bread and butter. As you can see, the stoves we're doing are kind of a newer thing. The graphics, we're highly experienced in doing that. There are tons of schools of thought. I mean, there's a lot of classical training one can get in graphic design, but a graphic design that doesn't appeal to the person that wants it is irrelevant. So that's kind of why we try a lot of things until the consumer's happy, and that's kind of what drives the design process for us. And that's where our business, Cam Designs, comes from, is computer-aided machining. So we try to use virtual stuff as much as we can before we actually go and build something, and it kind of makes a better design when you're done. That's kind of the way all manufacturing has gone. A sign can either be a flat printed stuck-on sign. The other kind of end of the spectrum is what you call a dimensional sign, which you see here illustrated. This is made out of 1/8 of an inch of metal, steel. So we have the ability here at Cam Designs, using computer-aided machining, to make a dimensional sign out of many materials, including metal. Materials have come a long, long way. It used to be that, if you got a vinyl sticker done and put it on something, that merely cheapened whatever it was on. Now the materials there rival real paint, and that's probably no more evident than it is in the vehicle wrap market. Wraps are a way of covering an entire surface of a vehicle in a plastic film. If you want to wrap your car, put a partial wrap on it, you're doing something that's pretty permanent, and the return on investment is hands down the best way for a business to get a message out is a vehicle wrap or vehicle graphics. It's dirt cheap when you look at it by the day, what you can spend on it. I think people will find that as they come here, that we try to be an information clearinghouse more so than just selling, this is the stuff that we have for sale and you figure it out.
Nice. I put the Facebook and the website link in the comments. If you want to give them a call, 541-605-0456, Island City Strip, Cam Designs.
Cool. Good stuff.
I got a little video to play too.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it now while we're here. Yesterday, Dana from Buffalo Peak, who's a sponsor of my sports show, presented Grand Ronde Hospital, who also is involved with sponsorship with us, with a check for the breast cancer awareness tournament that they put on to provide mammograms for people that can't afford them. So we went ahead and let me find that clip real fast and let's do it.
Hey there, this is Dana. I'm here from Buffalo Peak Golf Course out in Union, and just wanted to come here today, and we have a presentation to make to the Grand Ronde Hospital Mammography Fund. So, but I wanted to talk a little bit about Buffalo Peak and where this idea came from. 2 years ago, we had our first event and we raised about $1,300, which was a great start. This year, I had a committee. I had a couple ladies involved, both of them survivors. They got involved. We raised a whole bunch more money. It's just very important for me and Buffalo Peak to be part of the community. I think municipal golf courses especially need to be part of the community and help the community when we can. And this is an opportunity that we can help the community. I've been doing breast cancer tournaments now for over 20 years, and I safely say I've raised close to $1 million for breast cancer awareness. The difference with the money here is that money stays right here in LeGrand. It goes right into their mammography program, so it eliminates the worry of cost for anybody to get checked. So with that in mind, here's Patrick.
Wanted to say thank you to Buffalo Peak and all the parties involved with this fundraising tournament, and Dana for launching this a couple years ago. It's been a fantastic boost to the mammography fund at Grand Run Hospital. Our biggest thing up at Grand Run Hospital is we don't want anybody's finances to get in the way of getting screened. It's of ultimate importance. And coupling that with the purchase of 3D mammography technology a few years ago that the foundation did, you've got the 1-2 punch there to where you've got the technology backing and you got the financial backing as well. So we appreciate Dana and Buffalo Peak out there with boosting this fund. Should be able to get about 10 mammograms in there.
I'm guessing so from what we raised.
Yeah, so 10 mammograms will help that out, and that's great. So if you don't have insurance or you're underinsured or anything else like that, have a visit with one of our clinics or our financial counselors, and they'll get everything all straightened out for you and get you connected with whatever program you need to make sure your screenings get taken care of, because they're of ultimate importance.
So with that being said, thank you very much, Patrick.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you to Eastern Oregon Alive for letting us do this here. I have a check here from Buffalo Peak for $4,490, and we're going to present that to the Grand Run Hospital Mammography Fund.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good deal, man.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. 4,400.
Yeah.
They said right around 10 mammograms that golf tournament paid for. And just in the 2 quick years that Dana's been doing it, it went from like $1,300 to $4,400. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
So, had a good conversation with Dana afterwards. And we're going to try and get a weather cam out at Buffalo Peaks. So this same.
Why do you always call it Buffalo Peaks? There's no S on there, BC.
Okay. Why don't I call it Buffalo Peak? Is there only one peak out there?
It's just Buffalo Peak. It's where there's all kinds of lore around it. There's not multiple Buffalo Peaks.
There's only one Buffalo Peak.
There's only one Buffalo Peak, and it's right
There's only one peak. We'll have to go out and find it someday and go like, okay, this.
No, I know
Buffalo
exactly.
Peak.
No. It's very distinguished. I mean, Dana talks about it all the time on his videos and shows it.
Can you see it from the golf course?
Yeah, I can probably find a picture of it.
No,
right
it's all right. You don't do, but anyhow. But what I was saying was,
I mean, you can call it Buffalo Peaks if you.
No, I don't care. I want to talk about the cam that we're going to put out there. Dork.
Put it out. Talk about it.
Yeah. Okay. I don't. So anyhow, so the same kind of a weather cam like we have here, we're going to try and make inroads and get one out there at
24
Buffalo Peak. Buffalo Peak.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it'll be 24 hour unless you want to manage turning it on and off.
No, I wouldn't even know how.
Yeah. No, it's So
so it'll just run like the one we have.
Yeah. That's kind of the plan. It'll be the same thing. Yeah. It'll be an EO Alive cam, but it'll be branded with their branding since it's at Buffalo Peak. But
and on their website and our website.
Correct. Yeah, that's kind of the concept. So this same kind of a thing. Yeah. So
look, so the roads are getting better. I mean, like it's the more people drive on it. Oh, whoa. You see that?
What? Somebody
Two
run a
cop
red
cars
light.
with their lights on. No, the 2 cop cars just went by with their lights on, going west on Adams.
Wish we could turn the camera. The camera's on a tour. I mean,
Yeah,
I can't. Yeah, I mean, I can change it, but not easily.
not
But
fast.
yeah, what
You
I
didn't
wanted
see
to,
those cop cars?
I saw something there.
Yeah, there's 2 of them. I wonder where they were
So-
going. They were going west.
But hey, I wanted to look also, just real quick, look at the roads here. So then that's Hillgard.
Ugh.
Yeah. And
I feel bad for people that have to travel right now.
Spring Creek. Yeah.
Ugh.
But at least it is awful, but it looks like there's bare pavement. It must be, it's above freezing up there too. I don't know.
At least it's open today.
Well, let's see. Yeah. I don't know
Was
if
it
they
closed
have
all day yesterday?
temperatures 35 degrees up on top. This is Dead Man's Pass, 35 degrees up there. I don't know. I think it's this time of the year, it's like it opens 38 degrees. This is the top of Cabbage Hill. So this time of the year, it's open until some idiot gets sideways. They overdrive, and so it's like it'll be open for 6 hours, and then somebody will get crossways again, and it'll be closed for 2 or 3, and then that's just kind of how
Yesterday,
it is.
though, they put out a thing saying that it was going to be closed for a long time.
Well,
They don't usually do that unless there's something major or.
Well, most of the time, what happens when the wind is up, they can't keep up with the drifts. When the wind is up and the snow is light, then they cannot keep it plowed fast enough. And normally that's the time that they close it for a longer period of time. Or if they have a major accident that they're investigating.
Or shooting.
Yeah, they've had a couple of crazy. Yeah, on top of weather and COVID, you have carjackings and crazy
Yeah, somebody
stuff.
played Grand Theft Auto 5 in real life.
Yeah. Have you ever played that game?
They put his name out. They put the guy's name out. He's from like North Bend or something.
Wow.
But they haven't said who shot him. But they did say that a civilian, like a private citizen, was shooting at the guy too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
come to
that
Eastern
is-
Oregon and steal cars. Bullets come from 2 different ways.
I haven't followed up on that. I haven't been. I followed. I knew the hubbub that was going on the day of, but I haven't followed up on it. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
They said like there's a few different stories. Like there's a story that says it started here in LeGrand at Walmart, and then like that he like carjacked like 3 different cars, and I don't know. I don't want to spread any rumors, so who knows?
Yeah. But what is wild about that is that that seems unusual for our area. That is, can you ever remember a carjacking happening in this area? I don't know.
I don't think so.
It's just the climate is weird. You have I don't know.
People's mental health from COVID.
And I think that's exactly.
Desperation. It's winter time.
People are just, they're kind of at a max. They're a little stressed out. So.
Yeah, and then you add, if you're, say somebody was homeless or whatever, you add winter on top of that. It's freezing. Yeah. It's like, what was it? That 1 degree or something? Something stupid. I don't know. What day was that? I don't even know what day. But it's cold. And so you just compound all that stuff, and then somebody snaps.
Yep.
Maybe that's what it is. Or maybe they were just, I don't know. It's weird.
All right. Well, what else is going on? Anything else we need to mention, talk about?
No, there's just EOU basketball games this weekend. As I put out that the basketball games for the high school, they got canceled this week. They got moved to, I think, like the 18th, but we'll be streaming the varsity games for boys and girls for LeGrand. And I'll be at the EOU games this weekend as long as they play them. Hopefully the roads will stay open and COVID doesn't affect it. Obviously, one of the women's games is canceled already, and they've made a rule in the CCC this year that if you miss a game, if your team misses a game for COVID, you forfeit that game. So it's a win for EOU.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
So, hey, I do want to mention again, weather is a big deal right now. If you download our app, one of the little pieces of pie says weather. Okay. And there's two options. One is the weather by Gabe, which is the most recent forecast. His little one day,
This is Gabe Curtis bringing you your EOA weather update. Areas are reporting a bit of a break.
So that little weather thing every day. So that's available. And then also the weather cam that we've been showing you is also live on that flick. So very, very quick and convenient for you to get today's forecast for Gabe there.
Todd says there's basketball, LeGrand versus Baker and Baker Tuesday night. Todd, is that girls or boys? I can look. I mean, I have the schedule somewhere right around here, but if it's boys, that's a big matchup. I can't remember if it's boys or girls, but I mean, last time I checked, Baker was number 1 in the state. So LeGrand's right there in the top 10, I think.
Wow.
Baker's good. We're gonna have some trouble with Baker, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, it's both. Okay, so basketball in Baker Tuesday night, which we won't be streaming the away games, just the home games. So, yeah, ready to get us out of here?
Yeah, I think so. I don't. So just a couple of. So Cliff Bentz, watch for that interview to be that EO Talks to be released. It'll be Saturday night when that'll be coming out. Next Tuesday, Joe Hathaway from OTEC is going to be with us again, talking to us about OTEC news. So, yep.
All right, let's get us out of here. On this day, this is January 6th, in 1898, the first telephone message from a submerged submarine happened by Simon Lake. 1930, on this day, the first diesel engine automobile trip was completed in a Packard sedan. On this day in 1941, U.S. President Franklin Roosevelt made his 4 freedom speech: the freedom of speech, worship, want, and fear, during his State of the Union address. On this day in 1964, the Rolling Stones made their first tour as a headliner with the Ronettes. So 64, 36 plus 22. That was what? 58 years ago? Is that really 58 years ago? No way. Yeah, it is. Stones have been touring for 58 years.
That's crazy.
That's a long time. On this day in 1971, Berkeley chemists announced the first synthetic growth hormones. On this day in 1971. On this day in 1975, Wheel of Fortune debuted on NBC. 1975. So what's that? 47 years ago.
Wow.
This was the day in 1994 that Tanya Harding's bodyguard smacked Nancy Kerrigan's leg at the U.S. Championships in Detroit. 1994. Wow. That seems like it just happened not too long ago, but it's that long ago. Almost 30 years.
Wow.
Okay, so I had to go to 2012 for the number 1 song because all the other ones are still holding on, and I've already done them. The number 1 song on this day in 2012 was LMFAO, and the song was "Sexy and I Know It." I mean, everybody knows that song. That song has been, that song has been all over. And then my quote for the day. It doesn't. Robert Adams isn't alive anymore, so I mean he wouldn't know this, but his quote doesn't really apply. You would have to change the words now, and you'll see why. Right now, the quote is Robert Adams, and it says, "No place is boring if you've had a good night's sleep and have a pocket full of unexposed film." We don't use film anymore. Like nobody uses film, so I mean, I wonder if you know what I mean. Like, if
pocket full of. Yeah.
You know, like when I was a kid, we had the little, 35, what are they? 35 millimeter.
Yeah.
But it's the little, what's the
cartridge?
one with the 2 little balls on each end?
It's 110.
110. Okay. So that's the
or
camera,
120.
the
I'm trying to remember. Yeah. Yeah.
little flat camera. That's the camera that I very first took a picture
Yep.
on, and then a Polaroid. My grandmother always had Polaroids, and Polaroids were like the coup de grace, right? Like you got your picture right then.
Yep.
But I saw a thing. I read an article. I don't remember. I think it was on Vice, and the people have been finding like old film. Well, to get it developed is really hard nowadays, anyways, because not a lot of people develop film. But the stuff that's on these old pictures, like on these old film, wow! I knew people that worked at the film developer at like Rite Aid or Walmart, and the things that they saw on those people were shameless, man. I'm serious.
Well, we still, we convert film or convert stuff, analog stuff to digital or film to digital. Some said, but yeah, there are times I still have people will bring in, hey, the unexposed film or film that they think might be exposed and it needs to be processed. And yeah, there are very many. I mean, I know how to do. I actually have all the darkroom stuff and the whole 9 yards in storage and everything. And I mean, I know how to do that. And I taught photography and darkroom photography and so on and so forth. But you're right, nobody does that, and it's not simple.
Costs more to do it than you could get paid.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of our services in that area. Is it takes more time to do it than what people are willing to pay, which is but what's funny is the how Polaroid is coming back. I mean, that is, and I don't know what the process is, but I mean, Polaroid cameras, I mean, people were giving Polaroid cameras for Christmas, the little instant. So I don't know how they work. The old Polaroid cameras used to, I mean, what it was is on the bottom of the film, on the bottom of that picture, there's a little pouch of chemicals. Yeah. And that's what, and then
so the back was black.
Yeah. So the film is exposed. And then as it comes out, the rollers kind of squeeze those developing materials over the film. And that's how it comes out. I don't know if that's the same process or not, but anyhow, the point is that instant printed pictures still have a real cool appeal. You know what I mean? It's like, that's what's funny to me.
I mean, what for? Why?
I don't know. I mean, you'd have to talk to a Gen Xer. I mean,
I think mainly just little kids.
I don't know.
Right? Like, because I don't know any adults that walk around with a
no. But I mean, you're 18 to 21, 25. I don't know. That'd be an interesting little survey. But I'm surprised
I don't even know what you do with them.
I don't know either. Yeah.
I know like a few years back, like maybe when my youngest was like 7, so like 6-7 years ago, they had these ones that took like these little pictures that were like stickers and they had different backgrounds and they were mainly for crafting and stuff like that. But I don't know. I wonder what you'd do with a picture that was.
No. So they have Polaroid. I mean, they're selling their Polaroid cameras, $150.
Huh.
Weird.
Interesting. What do you do with it?
I don't know.
You can take a picture that's way better than that right here.
Right. Yeah. But that's one of the things that's funny about photography is that now we take so many pictures that you don't see them. I mean, they go in a digital file someplace and unless they're printed, and that's part of why print photography is coming back, is because at least you can print a book of your grandkid and
you have that Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah. But people, I'm just telling you, I've seen the trends. People really like that printed material stuff still.
Huh.
It's funny. Yeah.
It's weird.
I agree. And it's so trendy. That's the thing. The thing that goes out. I mean, had you told me, is Polaroid's even still in business? Kodak, those film industries have clearly taken an awful hit over the years just because of the change in technology. So
I remember we went on 6th grade trip. So I still lived in California. It's called like 6th grade camp or something like that. And we went out on this boat right in the ocean, and like, and my mom gave me my grandparents, I can't remember who, two throwaway cameras. And I thought that was so cool when I got those pictures back. I think I still have them somewhere. That was those weird, you know, the
where you expose the film and then you send the whole camera and everything in.
Yeah, you just take. There was a place that did that here in town. My best friend's mom worked for him for like 20 years.
Well, and I tell you what's funny is the original Kodaks that came out like in 1888. That's how they worked. They would come preloaded. You would expose the film. You'd send the whole camera back to Kodak, and they would process the film, send you the prints, and send you the camera back. That was the original model, how it worked.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
All righty.
Real photos don't last though. They break down over time. So you'd think that people would want to make sure they had everything digital now that we have the ability to do that.
Well, and I think they do, but there still is something very sentimental and romantic about being able to pick up a book and look at your photos, you know. And in fact, Michaela for Christmas, she gave me a calendar. It's like a stack of sticky notes, you know. I don't have it. It's at home still. And it's got 365 pictures of her and her kids and her family. And so
365 different pictures?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Well, I guess I haven't been through it. Maybe they repeat midway through, but I mean, it's
a lot
thing.
of pictures to go through.
I know. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't looked at it, but there was a lot of cute pictures there. So
I'm not. I've never been like too like a huge fan of like the actual having the picture in hand. I mean, maybe like old stuff like my grandparents but like now I'm just fine with looking at a picture on the computer or on my phone, really.
Yeah.
I mean, because then I know I'll have it and I won't lose it, because even if I do lose my phone, it's somewhere floating around out there.
Well, but the problem is that, and that is the dilemma, is you have it, but people don't see it. They don't watch the photos. I mean, I'm one of those people. It's like, I mean, that's why your Facebook timeline, you know, I don't know if they send you a picture of like, yeah, this is what was going on 5 years ago in your life. And they drag up a post of yours and they show it to you, and it's
called memories,
an option of sharing it or whatever a case might be, you know.
Yep.
Well, that can be pretty meaningful because you have those photos and you've totally forgotten about it, you know.
That's true.
That moment. So
that's true.
Well,
all right, we get out of here.
We've kind of been all over today. It works though.
That's we're good. Oh wait, there's a couple comments I haven't seen yet. What they say? My mom loves pictures. Yeah, I know. I have to hang them on your wall. Yeah, I mean, I get it. There is a place for real pictures. I don't disagree.
I like big photos. I mean, I like, you know, we've got some really nice big photos in our office. But I mean, I worked for an old school photographer when I was 25, you know, and he loved printing stuff that was 4 feet by 6 feet. I mean, it was just an amazing process. And I don't have any photos like that, but you know, it'd be pretty cool. So,
yeah. All right.
Okay.
Tuesday we are having
Joe.
Oh yeah.
Joe Hathaway. He'll be with us. Yep. So, hey, thank you guys. We are working to get back into the studio. We're working on some plans where hoping to maybe build a set or have some kind of a location where we can be doing the show in a more real person setting. So thanks for tuning in and thanks for being a part of the show. Bye.